game at the moment. And then the rest is like, yeah, Undying maybe, like Mars maybe, maybe Rubik, maybe Sven. Okay, so it gets banned.
Okay, and then this should be the Mars, but question is, do they want Mars to get through, or do they want Sven to get through? I mean, we've even had games where Sven's been banned in the second phase, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, Sven's like, I don't think EHOME have been willing to first pick that hero, right? They've preferred like opening with like Rubik and Chen and stuff, and like with these supports and things instead early on. And then they pick their cores later on in the draft. Yeah, and there's the Rubik again.
Okay, did you do research last night? Were you like up all night?
Yeah, I looked at all of EHOME's drafts, and they just first picked Rubik on all of them, and I was like, oh, I think I know what they're gonna do, guys. This is
man. Well, yeah, they do both have really good Rubik players, PYW as well as Fade. They go to the Ogre first. Let's see what's next.
Yeah, this is cool.
Is it going to be the Sven? I don't think so.
I don't think they've done this yet, have they, though? Like, it's just in the whole tournament.
Who, VICI?
Yeah, with the Ogre.
I could take a look very quickly. Give you a glance in.
Maybe they've done it once. I don't know. Okay, there's the Chen again. So EHOME do go for this double support opening.
And for EHOME, that was what the contention hero was against RNG, although it got banned both times.
Yeah.
They went to the Ogre once. Okay. Yeah, they went to the Ogre once, and then that was played with Sven, Ember, Marana, and CK. Okay. Right.
Okay. Yeah. So they do go Sven.
So there it is.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
You know what? I'm not too upset about it anymore. I think we've had a long break from Sven.
Yes.
I'm kind of okay with it now. Yeah. Well, I think 2 whole days or something like that.
No, God, no. Don't go that far.
Did we?
No, we had it 50% in one day and then none the next day.
Yeah. All right. Well, it didn't get played yesterday, right? And then the day before that was the upper bracket round.
I do find it interesting that they haven't gone for this Marana, though, against the Chen. Because, like, I think it was Elephant that were picking him with the Marana against Chen every single time. They were quite happy to pick that, like, hard one-to-one counter. But I guess because they've already got this Ogre as well, they're like, well, you know, there's no reason not to pick Sven here, right? Like, if we didn't get Sven, if they'd have picked it, then it is what it is, and it's fine. But they've let it through. Let's just go for it.
Mm-hmm. And they banned that Clinks, the Clinks that has been showing up to be a pretty good counter for Sven. There's like a point in the game where all of a sudden Clinks just outputs this crazy amount of just damage onto the Sven, and it's disgusting. It's that really just damage in general.
Yeah, it's that high physical damage burst, isn't it, though, against the Sven, who doesn't like building armor until, like, 5th item or something with an AC. He tends to go, Mom, Echo Saber, BKB, Axe as his first 4. Or, like, we've seen BKB Silver Edge as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't mind the Clinks ban. I think, yeah, the hero's been okay. And they're just getting rid of these heroes that, okay, so the Morana's good against the Chen. Bloodseeker Sada, probably the best offlaners with the Sven at the moment. Apart from, like, maybe Beastmaster.
We've seen a lot of Sven techies. I'm not techies, sorry. Somebody said techies in chat. Sven Lashrak, sorry. I was keeping my eyes and I got really excited for
Do you reckon we're going to see techies at all this tournament?
It would be kind of sad if we didn't, right?
On the end of a patch, it might get changed.
You think it gets changed? I feel like techies is... Maybe it does. I think maybe the silence time on, like, Blast Off gets changed.
I don't know if it's going to get nerfed, though. I think it will just
Could you imagine it gets buffed and all of a sudden Jinkyu is just like, oh my god, and that guy, and he just prioritizes that hero? Because it is just a different mechanic kind of hero where it's like, how do you play against this guy? Especially the way he farms with it. But that's for later. We'll talk about LGD in their series. Let's keep it VICI EHOME. I'm sorry I said the word techies. I apologize.
Yeah, you're not
I
allowed.
wanted to say
Sorry.
Leshrac.
What's to say VICI or EHOME won't pick it? Pick up.
Um,
Maybe they've been studying.
History. And Jinkyu's no longer on eHome.
True.
So, that.
So,
TB band. Okay.
what? Another position 4 that we've talked about that doesn't get picked up against the cheddar toys, like this Crystal Maiden, for example, as well. It's that hero hasn't been picked up all tournament yet, right?
Once?
I don't think it did.
I want to say once. Maybe. Let me take a look.
Because obviously the other one that gets picked up a lot at the moment is the Earth Spirit. But I don't know how good that is against Rubik Chen. I think you want some more like wave clear.
So the heroes that haven't been picked so far,
There's quite a few.
Honestly, there's quite a few, but the standouts I would say for me, as we see the Grimstroke, and I know you're really excited about that. You've been wanting Grimstroke quite a bit, but has he been? He's been picked up a couple of times. We haven't seen Sniper, which is a little bit surprising. I know a couple of these teams really like to like last pick that Sniper, fit it in somewhere, have like one of those Sniper games. Tide, I think, is one that's a little bit surprising. Maybe Ricky and Razor. Those two, I'm surprised they didn't get one game. Lich kind of surprises me. And then Crystal Maiden and Anti-Mage are like the final ones that kind of surprise me. Yeah, Anti-Mage just like stopped getting picked, right? I feel like he was getting picked quite a bit too. You know, and then Sven just kind of like took over.
The AM's like, it's super hard to play against these like more tempo based carries, though, like Sven and things. I think it's like not, because you have to basically dodge them perfectly the whole time, and if they win one fight, you just lose the game, kind of thing. Yeah. I like this Grimstroke though. This is really cool. I said they needed a hero with more wave clear, which Grimstroke does, but the ink spell with these two heroes at the moment is crazy, and they have the Soulbind for then the double Fire Blast on the Ogre as well is really nice. I think the wave clear against the Chen is really important.
Yeah. And then they go Centaur, which is a hero that's been getting a little bit more popularity. And what I was going to say about the Ogre is why multicast when you can get the guaranteed Soulbind multicast, technically.
Say that again.
I said, why multicast if you can get the guaranteed Soulbind multicast, technically?
True. What about the double multicast, though? What about, like...
Yeah, the 4 times double.
Does he have to rush an axe?
Do you multicast on the second hero?
Maybe. I have no idea. I would assume so, but...
Yeah.
Who knows? Chat, do you multicast on the second hero? They're full of 10k analysts.
Second analyst, chat. Let us know.
Let's go to our sideline report in Twitch chat.
Ooh, and that's the CK. So this is similar to the one draft where they did run that Ogre. It's actually like the same thing.
It's going to be CK Grimstroke in the offlane as well. And those two heroes together are so strong. Like at their level 2, when they have Reality Rift and the Chaos Bolt as well, with the stun and the gap close, they do such a crazy amount of damage. Never mind at level 3 when you have 2 points in Inkswell. Whatever carry hero gets picked here, I think it needs to be Lifestealer or it needs to be Jug, because otherwise you really struggle.
Yeah, and do you like, you can't go, well, you could go Magnus. Because do you need a Magnus here to like keep up with this Sven? Like have to go Magnus and then you're one?
No, I don't think so. I think they need to make sure they pick a carry hero that doesn't get like absolutely just destroyed by this combo, and then they need to pick a mid hero that actually does things.
They go Troll.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, yeah. And that's a hero that goes into the Battle Fury, try and keep up in terms of farm. And we've seen Troll kind of keep up in farm with a Sven. I believe without a Magnus too.
Yeah, it's okay, but at the same, like it does okay against the CK later on as well, because you have the access for all the missed chances versus the illusions and everything. But I think it gets kited up pretty hard by the Soulbind, and I think the lane just still looks really weak with the Chen Troll. Like they shouldn't die, but I think they're going to get run at over and over again.
I think that Chen might die a lot. Level 2 to the CK Grimstroke, like I think the Chen might just be dead a lot. And the final pick that was with the lineup the last time they went to this Ogre, Sven, CK was Ember.
Okay.
So let's see if they do that.
So they're banning out to protect their troll, which is really good with the OD Pugner.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a hero? I don't know. Considering VICI Gaming have last pick in this draft, I feel so good about the heroes that they have. Like, they have the ultimate 10th pick in the game, and I still feel like I'm favouring them already. I think EHOME's lanes are okay. Side lanes are both okay normally. And I think the Centaur should do okay against the Sven in lane. Like, they should just trade farm, effectively. But I think this Grim CK lane should be really interesting to watch. That's the one for me.
I don't really know what is going to work well for them.
Like, Void Spirit's still in the pool, but it feels like it doesn't really do anything for EHOME.
I think Void Spirit just kind of gets killed here. The lockdown for VICI is disgusting.
This is a tough pick. Because they want something that scales okay as well, I think.
Like, I don't think Storm is going to work out here. I think I guess Invoker is probably the best thing, right? Even then, I'm worried about the Invoker.
It's a good EMP game. Tornado can purge off the Ink Swell. I think the Deafening Blast has a huge amount of value this game as well against these two right-clicking cores. Alacrity the Troll.
I think they could have picked anything, and I wouldn't have been confident in their mid. Even though, I do think XM's really good.
Is there something that... Okay, so they go Voids for it. Okay.
And that's not the Ember that we saw last time with this lineup, but I think this is good. I think, it produces extra lockdown. It's got that jump. You'll have that, like, Astral Step into, like, Yule's, Aether Remnant. The lockdown's disgusting for VICI.
Yeah,
it really is. It's
really good.
Overwhelming.
I think when you play this CK offlane, it's really important you have a mid laner that can make space and just run around and do things. Because otherwise what happens is you have three cores that all just want to farm for a little bit, and then you kind of like allow EHOME to control the tempo of the game. So, I mean, Ori's looked really good, I think, in his laning again recently in the last few games. And I think that's the kind of hero they needed. That, for example, can build a Yules against the Troll as well, which is really good against the Battle Trance. Just jumps these supports in the backline at the start of the fight as well is really important. Like, killing the Chen and the Rubik here has to be the most important thing to approach fights of VICI, I think. Like, obviously controlling up the Troll as well at the same time, but if you can kill the supports quickly, that brings a huge amount of value.
The way I see this game going, I think Troll just kind of gets kited, and Chen is going to die a lot in lane. I know we kind of thought that lane shouldn't die that much, but I'm thinking about it in my head, and it's just like, oh, Reality Rift, Ink Swell, as well as a Chaos Bolt, you're dead. Like,
you have to remember, it's not even the Ink Swell on that one. It's good in the lane, but they have 3 melee cores that Ink Swell is good on. Like, any of their 3 cores, like Void Spirit, for instance, if he gets a level 4 Ink Swell on him, just yeets himself into a fight with Astral Step, like, good luck. I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, you have Tornado and everything, but I don't know. It just feels really strong to me. And again, I think they're going to hit a BKB timing on the Sven, and they're just going to run at them. And I don't think EHOME are going to be ready for it.
Yeah, I obviously don't want to call a game before it started, so I'm not going to do that. I just think that VICI's draft looks really good. And if I had to give them a percentage in this game, I would say it's 70-30.
Okay. That's fair enough.
I don't think that's too much.
It's quite high.
All right. Cool.
I don't know, EHOME have looked on the up and up, though. They like... They actually look...
That's true.
They look okay.
Did I hear a squeak?
So, I'm an ex-Nova believer. This man, I don't want him to break my heart.
Are you an ex-Nova believer before or after he's told his followers to follow you on Twitter?
Before he told his followers what?
To follow you on Twitter.
That's true. I was a believer before, but now I'm even more of a believer.
You know how jealous I was?
How jealous?
So jealous. I wish X Nova would tweet me out.
He's X-Nova.
Give
Sorry,
me the
there can only
shout.
be one.
I mean, I told you that story about TI-8, so
Yeah.
where I was just embarrassed.
I'll message him and see if I can get an interview for him if they win the tournament.
What if they win this BO3? Like, get us an interview.
No.
I have him on Steam. I just, he answers me every now and then.
Production, if we get X-Nova to do an interview, would we be able to do it? Please, thank you. I don't know if he'd do one anyway in English, would he? Because I think he's quite... I think he's unsure about doing interviews in English and things.
Yeah, I keep trying to get him to commit to, casting with me.
I think casting is really difficult, though. Like, I think doing interviews, you can have, more, not one-word answers, but, shorter answers if you need. When you're casting, you need to have, ooh,
2 seconds
free
stun,
flowing.
and SCCC taking a lot of damage. And all he's got is tangos.
And this is the level 1. Never mind the level 2.
Yeah. They're about to both hit it.
Oh,
Now
again?
Oh, and the stroke of fate! One more click. There's
my
the first
God.
blood.
To be fair, there's some lanes that you forget how good they are, right? Because they don't get picked in ages, and then when you see them again, you're like, oh god, this is pretty crazy.
I mean, I definitely agree with you when we were thinking about getting, where is Grimstroke? What, why is this hero just not existing?
Yeah, I don't think it's the most insane hero in Dota at the moment, but it's definitely got more value than teams have been giving it credit. It's hard. I think it got picked once before this game in the whole tournament.
Yeah, I think you're
bot
right.
lane as well. Ooh,
Erica getting low. Okay, and we've got this classic lane. Centaur
Centaur.
Rubik.
Yeah. This is a pretty good lane. But again, like Sven, eventually you just go into the jungle anyway, it doesn't matter. You're absolutely fine. Oh, Chen got the best creep in the game. Apart from maybe the mana burn creep at the start. Just gets the harpy, and it's like, zap zap, see you later.
So now they've got Inkswell as well as the Stroke of Fate. Old 11 getting pressured back. And that was aggressive, considering that Harpy is looking to kill off Old 11. He's got a TP. Anybody got a salve for him? No.
Yeah. He needs to run away, but he's so scared because the harpy, if he zaps him once more, you think he's dead. Yeah, he's like waiting for the harpy to disappear. XM's going to get a pull off as well. XM's doing really well in mid lane. He's doing better than I thought he would.
To be fair, Ori's keeping up. I think it's more. At least for
he's just that salve. Okay, that's rough for Ori.
I did not know Cold Snap was that long of a cast range.
Yeah, and neither did I. The other thing is as well, he can tornado off the resonant pulse shield. So like when Voice Rit normally has this really strong laning stage because he has that shield available to soak up some damage. Yeah, it just gets purged off.
CK went bottom. Interesting.
Wait, who went bottom?
CK.
Oh, bottom. I thought you said bottom. I was like, why is CK going bottom?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. And he hasn't got a point in Chaos Strike yet either. 2-1-0. It's the I'm going to get in your face build.
Yeah, it's the... Can we get a 3-second stun? Stroke of Fate, Inkswell? kill you every single time?
They're gonna guard the Chen, surely.
That's what you'd think, right? He kind of... Alright, that was a late Inkswell.
Yeah, but they didn't see
I
the
think they're-
Chen.
Yeah, they're also dealing with this ghost that's just slowing them up and being a nuisance.
Oh, the courier as well.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Nicely done by X-Nova.
They got their items at least. Like, they got the Bassi on the Chen from that,
Is
so
under attack.
could be worse. DUI's going to sneak a bounty in, so it's going to be 3 for 1 for VICI. Laning stage going better for EHOME than I thought it would, though. I thought they'd be further behind by this point.
Inkswell up top, 2-second stun onto the troll. It'll pop, Stroke of Fate is there. That's Triple C, just surviving.
Yeah, he's going to TP back to base and then get recalled.
Sven taking a lot of damage bottom. Ooh, gets in the trees barely. Ori shows up. Aether Remnant gets Chalice. Now it's over at Fade. Do they have the damage? Just short, but they got the kill that they were looking for. They kill off the Centaur and they keep Erica alive.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need to punish them if they're going to dive that hard under towers. So well played by Ori, just hitting that level 6 and instantly coming in. Oh, XM takes the rune, though, before he's able to come over. It's rough. I mean, he's got this bottle and he didn't manage to get the 4 or the 6-minute rune on the Void Spirit. Like, neither of his supports have died yet either, so they haven't been able to TP mid to refill the bottle.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I feel
Quick Vanguard
real
for the
sad.
Centaur.
Yeah, his games were really good now as well, because he can just, like, exist in this lane, and they don't really deal with him very well. Like, the Ogre can't bully out the Centaur anymore because he has this Vanguard. So, like, you see Rubik secured the lane for him, and he's like, right, I'm going to go and do other things. Because my Centaur doesn't need help anymore.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But this is sad for him. You see they bring both the supports over, the Catbot just dies straight away. Because the Grimstroke made the rotation as well, to come over and push the wave up with Stroke of Fate. And now the Chen's like, oh, this is... I really wanted to, like, put pressure on the tower.
Like, yeah, Erica, now he's out of lane, and Centaur kind of secured his lane, but we see this from Sven, whether or not he wins or loses the lane, backs up into the jungle and just uses that God Strength to farm as much as he can with the Mask of Madness that he's already got himself.
Yeah, his game's absolutely fine.
Ori's up here, too. Astral Step, and the Aether Remnant, they're going to bring the Invoker over. Top of that Battle Trance, looking for Old 11. The Cold Snap comes in from XM. They've also got X-Nova. They use the Stampede. 4 heroes up top for EHOME.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That's a
Dire's
decent
middle
kill.
tower
Like, again, you
is
pop
under
the Stampede as well, so just to secure the kill, Centaur doesn't have to be there. I think they're feeling happy about that one. Some a little bit more stacking for the Sven that he can take in a second.
Would have appreciated if you went for the Ancients instead.
No, I think at this point in the game, he wants to be able to farm the big camp more. Like, he can't really farm Ancients because he doesn't have God Strength either, right?
I said big camp.
Oh, I thought you said Ancients.
No,
You
I
did,
said
didn't you? You did, yeah. I was going to say.
Tornado EMP.
This guy's definitely lying to
on
me right
Old
now.
11, and, well, now he's out of mana and out of health. They get the kill, but they've got the Inkswell on a DY. They should be able to get a return kill on a Chalice. That also stuns up the Invoker. Astral Step, Aether Remnant, XM in trouble, and he's going to fall. Double kill for Ori. Ori has made some beautiful rotations this game.
Yeah, this Inkswell is absolutely crazy. Like, as soon as it just stuns up two heroes at the same time, 2.8 second stun, 300 AoE damage. Thanks, Gaben. Yeah, but now, like, if you look at the net worth of all the heroes in the game, Sven's already just started to pull ahead. In an absolutely shock ton of events to nobody in the chat. What? Sven's pulling ahead? And yeah, Invoker, he's made these 2 really good rotations, but he's losing out on net worth because of it, because obviously, like, or he's just made these, got this double kill at the same time, so, like, he's pulled ahead now.
So I'm going to guess the Sven changes that happen in the next patch.
Okay.
Great Cleave does a lower percentage. Tornado EMP, Erica out of mana. God Strength duration is lowered, and Stormhammer dispels enemies move to level 20 for
Radiant's bottom tower
minus
is
5
under
seconds
attack.
Stormhammer cooldown.
Radiant structures
Yeah, I think a
are
lot of people
fortified.
who watch Sven
Dire's
don't realise how
structures under
ridiculous
attack.
it is that God's Strength got changed to 40-second duration rather than, I think it was 25 before. It's such a stupid increase. Then, like,
Radiant's
in conjunction with all the other
bottom
buffs he got with his
tower
talents and his ags and everything as well,
Dire's structures are
it just...
fortified.
everything kind of, like, fell into place all at once on that hero.
Tower has fallen.
Ori. Dissimulate. Oh, still gets hit by the tornado. He doesn't have an astral step. He'll have an Aether Remnant. Can he get the kill here onto the Evoke? He clipped him with that Aether Remnant.
Oh my god.
Fade Bolt
Yeah.
from Fade.
Tower has
Still gets
fallen.
the kill, though.
I think Fade tried to give him the kill there. Oh, now he's in cliff jungling on Evoker. Nice.
He's going into a Midas, by the way.
Yeah, that's what we'll see Invoker do a lot of the time. They'll go like this first time, like an Urn or something, or like double Null or whatever, and then they'll go just back for the Midas again. Is Trial going Battle Fury, actually?
CK again. Stampede used to disengage.
Yeah, they
I guess
saw the
saw
TPs coming.
TPs.
Yeah, they saw the TPs coming in into the tower, and they're like, absolutely not. Let's chill out a little bit here.
Smokes bought by both supports on the Radiant side. Is Old 11 going into the Ags yet? No, he's going to Armlet. Okay.
Dire are scanning.
Smoke up from VICI. They get close to clashing. Let's see if they can... Oh, they're going to CSCCC, I believe. Inkswell, Reality Rift. They've got the stun. They'll have the Inkswell, Stroke of Fate, Ignite with the Fire
That's not enough
Blast.
damage,
the damage
though.
is just not there for them. He's got
Wow.
23 armor, so it's just not enough. Hoof Stomp comes through, as well as the Tornado, and there's the Chaos Bolt thrown onto the CK. Ignite, Reality Rift, Fade. And I think Old 11's dead. I don't know if they're going to lose anybody else. They might still lose DY, but they just did not have the damage to kill that troll.
At the same time, though, you know, they've brought every single hero over to fight here. They kill a CK, but Sven's just free farming at the top lane. You know, like, how many times have we seen this where there's just 4 heroes running around while the Sven farms, though? And the other carry's not hitting the same, like, tempo. Like, they're doing okay on EHOME, but I still worry about this BKB timing on the Sven. You know, this is what we've seen these 3 really strong teams in VICI Elephant and LGD do. But they just hit the BKB timing and they punish people really hard with it. So it's like EHOME obviously they're not a down and out yet. I want to see how they deal with that timing before, you know, we can really like massively talk about it.
Stampede gets used over bottom. Trying to get away from Ori Old 11 as well as DY. Chalice into the trees, juking around, but won't find an escape. Phantasm from Old 11. Reality Rift with the Dissimulate under him, just in case they didn't get that kill. They would have had it regardless.
Ori almost has his heals as well, so obviously that's going to be the big item against the troll until he gets BKB to help deal with that battle trance. XM's about to finish Midas. Still the Sven, though.
Yeah, you know, that's just the story of every Sven game. You know, can you beat him when he gets that BKB?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to just keep it at can you beat him?
Sure. Can you beat him?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So EHOME are going to smoke Blink, as well as the Hoof Stomp is the Blink reveal. They get the Grimstroke. Telekinesis to lift him up. EMP is there. XM gets the kill. That's only a Grimstroke for the Blink reveal, but a kill's a kill right now, and I think that's okay. If you can take this tier 1 tower as well, that would feel nice.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, getting the tier 1's the big thing here. They need to open up the map. stop this Sven from just free farming jungle, etc. But I think Troll, when Troll gets Battle Fury, he'll be able to keep up with the farm speed of the Sven at that point. And we have to remember that, yeah, like as you can see, they do have the alacrity for him as well. So in these like one-on-one fights for the Troll and the Sven, the Troll should do okay at least. And like when he gets BKB,
Invisibility.
they
He's
just need
only
to get
just
to
about
that
to
point.
finish his Battle Fury.
Yeah, but he's going to farm really quickly when he finishes that Battle Fury. So
Dire's top tower
like getting the
is under
BKB
attack.
is going to be much quicker than getting the Battle Fury.
Smoke used Ori Invis,
Oh,
and
X-Nova
they have
is-
eyes
yeah,
on
this is-
Chalice.
That's such a well played
Dire's middle tower
like
is
play by
under
X Nova. He's not even gonna
X-Nova,
die
he
for
breaks
this.
the smoke, but Chalice is still dead.
Oh, Chalice, come on. I think X Nova assumed they would be going for him because
I
he was
also
the one that like.
don't think he knew that Void Spirit's Invis under his nose, so
Yeah.
they could still make that move.
And now they're probably going to push back mid the other way. You would assume, try and force a fight, but EHOME are ready.
Any odd build coming from Grimstroke, you'd think? Or is there like an odd item he could pick up? Like, obviously it's not the most obscure, but like, could he go Ags?
Axe against this lineup's like not amazing. I think against Troll, like you don't get the further attack speed. I don't think from the illusion, so you don't really hit very hard. It's like a lot of gold for. You'd rather build a Hex, for example, than an Axe in this game. I'd be interested to see if he wants like a 4-staff or a Glimmer Cape or something, or if he just does go tries to get Rush for like this Hex next.
Steals the Resonant Pulse. Ags next for the Void Spirit. DY, he's got the Veil. We've talked about this Veil on the Ogre.
Yeah, look at
Strong
the
it is.
look at his team as well with the Veil. Like, you imagine Inkswell, that normally just like, it's going to do like 500 damage, right, with the Veil. If it lasts full duration. They're picking out the Centaur as well.
But over to the side is XM.
So I don't think they
they-
see the Invoker. This could go really badly for VICI. Great read by Chalice, though. He knew
Also,
something was up.
is the Invoker's portrait for you the Persona and the Invoker not Persona?
Yeah. I know. Gaben.
Is that a bug?
I'm not actually
Radiant's
sure.
middle tower is under
His
attack.
cosmetics show that he's a Persona if you do the magnifying glass.
So, BKB on Sven.
And the
200
Storm Hammer
gold.
spells.
Are you ready, Beacop? This is the time.
This is the timing. This is the moment. If they could take one big fight with that, I think they start to spiral really out of control, and it'll be a lot of weight put on the Troll's shoulders.
Dire's middle tower
Ooh,
is
Arcane
under
Rune for the
attack.
Void Spirit.
Dragon Scale picked up from
Radiant's
CK.
top tower is under
He's
attack.
gonna pass that over to Erica.
Yeah, he wants the armor against the Troll on the Sven.
Radiant structures are
And here we go.
Dire's
Here it
middle
is.
tower
The big
is under
BKB.
attack.
CK's got this Ags too. What a timing. He skipped the Armor and went to the
Radiant's
Ags.
top tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
Really good this game.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I hadn't even noticed he had made the switch.
Dire's middle tower
Do they?
is
Yeah.
under attack.
Okay.
They want to force fights. If
they
they don't
answered
win
my
fights
question.
with this item timing that they have here with the BKB and the Ags, I don't know when they're going to win them.
This is could be decent from
The
X
creep
Nova to
army
break
there.
this smoke, but instead XM, he's right here. Inkswell telekinesis. They've lifted the Sven up into the air. They've got the Stampede used, and now they'll start to disengage. Can they get far enough away? Tornado.
Tower is under attack.
This is good to disengage. Ooh, just can't catch X Nova. VICI don't get anything out of that.
Yeah, what a
Really
play
well
by
done
EHOME.
by EHOME.
Dire
X-Nova
are
is just
scanning.
always in the right place at the right time to break smokes and stop plays. I don't know how he does it. He just reads... I don't know whether it's him reading the game well or them just doing it as a team between them. They're into Roche, but EHOME no, they've just Sunstrike. Or Sunstruck, whatever you want to say. This Roche.
Will they get over here in time? Invoker's got Tornado invoked. That's going to hit everybody but the Sven in there.
It's gonna go.
Ignite, X-Nova. He's going to fall. They'll get the Aegis onto old 11.
Yeah, and the Sven's not a great Aegis carrier though.
Radiant's
Yeah.
Because obviously with the God Strength, when you run out, when you die, you know, you lose the God Strength and you come back up again. It's been said time and time again before. So I think taking it on CK, it's not amazing, but it's like, I think it's a better one than taking it on the Sven. And he's going Blink rather than Ags on the... Oh no, sorry, that's the CK. He's going Blink. Okay. I just misclicked my heroes. Centaur.
Yeah, Sven doesn't have anything queued yet. They're on top of Chalice. They hit the Storm Hammer. They'll get the kill. Inkswell is what finishes him off. So PYW gets the finishing blow, and he's level 12. So level 2 into the Soulbind, which I don't think they've used yet.
Does he have Aether Lens? Oh no, he's gone Arcanes. Okay. I thought he had Aether Lens coming on
the Ogre?
Yeah, I was so confused. He's also gone Bloodlust level 1 with a Sven on his team, which is interesting.
So they only get stronger from here.
I thought he'd wanted to prioritize getting more points in Bloodlust, though. But apparently not. Oh god, that thing... That CKX scares me every time I look at it. Just like, he pops it and you're like looking at your hero. Have you ever played in a game with a CK in your team and you don't realise he has an axe? And so the first time he uses it and he like makes the illusion of you, you shit yourself. It's scary.
Down goes the tier 1 bottom.
Dire's bottom tower.
Erica, of course, getting the finishing blow. They've got enough gold for the Blink Dagger on the CK. And then Ori, he's 1,000 gold away from finishing off the Axe. Stormhammer hits Chalice. Veil's there. Aether Remnant not going to land. Trolls off and over to the side. And they've got a Blink Dagger on Fade. So let's see if he can do anything with this. Doesn't look like VICI are going to stick around, though.
We've seen what Fade can do this tournament on this hero. Like, he's done really well. So, if there's one guy that can do it, it's going to be him. He could steal Inkswell or Soulbind in this game. That would be huge. Like, stopping the Sven, getting his maneuverability around the fight, even the Void Spirit. You know, the Inkswell with the Arcane Supremacy, the stun lasts literally a decade. With their troll BKB, they're trying to force something.
Yeah, this is fighting into the Aegis, though, so we'll see if it works out for them. Dissimulate already made some distance. The smoke's broken. The Veil's there, and now they're going to go for this. Blink as well as the Hoof Stomp comes out of the CK, but they've got the Soulbind and a Chalice. Running over. Gets the Reality Rift. I don't know if that's the best thing to steal. They look for the Stampede. Chalice on the run. Ice Wall down, but they've got the Astral Step as well as the Aether Remnant to pull up Chalice. Won't get him to the high ground. Ignite's thrown over, but not going to be enough. There's the Phantasm used. 3-second stun on a Chalice. God Strength comes out. They've got the Dissimulate right into the Centaur. BKB's been popped by Erica. They'll get the kill on the Chalice. They'll look over at SCC. He's trying to run with the BKB. It's also Alacrity. Stroke of Fate misses. SCC makes it to the tier 2 tower, but there's the Reality Rift from so far away. Hand of God's not looking like it's going to matter. They go after the Troll. They've also found Fade. They'll pop the Aegis. The BKB gets popped by XM. And all he can do is go to the high ground and run for cover. X-Nova, he's going to TP back to base, but a one fight by VICI nonetheless.
It's so funny thinking, watching people think they've got away, and then CK blinks in Reality Rifts, and there's just 10 illusions suddenly on top of them. Oh, it's so satisfying to watch. Yeah, Troll gets stunned up before he can cast Battle Trance as well. So like his BKB duration ends, then he just gets stunned up. The follow-up stun from the Sven. But that original jump from EHOME, finding the CK is like the worst thing they can do. Like, of all the heroes that they can pick off, not only is the CK probably the hardest to kill, he's also the one with the Aegis. So... Oh god, X-Nova. Just dead. He like runs up to the jungle,
looking
start
for
finding
more.
creeps.
Ori's got the Yules down as well as the Aether Remnant on a fade. Chaos Meteor dropped down, but it's not going to really deter them much.
I don't know if you saw what happened in last fight as well, but when you ink swell up the Void Spirit and he goes into dissimulate, the ink swell stun still hits if he's under the ground, effectively. It like hits the area, the one that he's selected at that current time, which is pretty ridiculous.
XM. He needs to not move forward if they grab this outpost.
Radiant's courier has been
Courier goes down, so they're gonna know somebody's near. PYW, and he's going for that Hex. Look at that.
Yeah, he went. Oh, he didn't. He had 4 staff queued up before, but he's actually just going for the Hex. I think that they had a couple of really good fights in a row, and he was like, "Oh, maybe I can just get away with it." He's level 14 as well on the Grimstroke. Jesus.
Yeah. About to hit 15, and I assume he takes the Inkswell movement speed. Although he doesn't even need it.
I think both are okay. I think spell
Yeah.
amp's really good across the board as well, so I'm not sure which one he'll take. Because they have good gap close without the movement speed. I think some games you really need it. But like they have CK Blink and they have Void Spirit, you can just jump in anyway.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see. It's almost there.
Makes Stroke a crazy skill if you take the spell amp as well, like with how much damage it does.
And then you get to that level 20 where you've got that 800 range on Stroke of Fate.
Yeah, that's I don't know if people have ever seen that talent before. It's pretty funny. You're like sitting in your fountain just pushing midwave out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's farmed a significant amount of gold towards his Hex. He's 2,600 gold away from it.
He's really close.
Yeah, look at where he is in terms of net worth.
But this is what happens like when you have this hero that can farm quickly if needed with the Stroke of Fate and stuff. And that goes for a second item Hex. It's not like he's going, you know, like this Force of Glimmer that we talked about. You do get it quickly.
Silver Edge, Popeye, Erica. There's the Soul Mine, and now the Stormhammer comes out with the BKB and Popeye Triple C. They get the kill next, and they end up losing DY, but they'll find Chalice as well. Venom's Embrace comes back to PYW, and the damage from Old 11 rips up XM. They've got Reality Rift on Fate, but I don't know if that's going to matter. The Inkswell's on Ori. Comes up short, but finds S-Triple-C. They've got the Reality Rift as well as the Chaos Bolt. 3-second stun, and eventually this troll will fall, and they'll call GG off that. VICI are going to take game 1, 28 minutes in.
They just can't take a fight where the troll's able to get his damage off. Like, they have so much control on the Radiant side. Like, the troll pops his BKB and he has, like, battle trance and everything, but if he gets soul bound up, or, like, before he pops BKB, maybe gets dissimulated, like, the Sven's really difficult to run down and catch. Like, Void Spirit's so mobile, so he's really difficult to catch. Troll's just kind of, like, getting kited around a lot and can't do anything in these fights. And without the troll's damage, it's really difficult for them to kill anybody. So, but again, it's the same thing. Sven hits BKB, they win the game. Like, this hero's crazy. And I don't think they're going to get it given to them again, because it's the kind of thing that it makes their game plan so easy on VICI. Because this game was like not a huge amount happened for a long amount of time in this game, right? Everyone was quite happy to farm, but VICI know as soon as they get the BKB on the Sven, they have hit their timing quicker than them, and they force these engagements that EHOME aren't ready to take. You know, fair play to EHOME. They tried to do something when the troll got BKB as well, but they, you know, run up the high ground. VICI just are ready for them. They find the CK first, which is not what they want, and they get punished massively for it. So they could have definitely won this game.